Is a very busy month for me. That down you get after such a high from watching a good anime. This is like what, 10-13 years later. Very good, very insightful adult undertones of it. When are they gonna expand the friends list? Do yourself a favor and grab one up. Hello my beautiful friends, welcome or welcome back to the channel. So happy to have you here. It is Tuesday. I wasn't able to record yesterday because I had quite the busy week and quite the busy weekend, so sorry for that. We missed the island swap, but I went to Cyan Beach, and reason for that is I have this like little FOMO in me about not having the right Pokemon for when the Suicune event or the Raikou event come up. And the thing is, we don't even know if it's going to be Suicune first, or sorry, not Raikou, Entei. But I don't know, I think majority of people think it's Suicune next, right? Because like summer's coming up, the beach and everything. And Entei would probably make more sense when Halloween comes and it's like Topalo, you know, Halloween vibes. So I decided to go on Cyan Beach, see if I can catch any better water Pokemon to help prepare me for when the time comes. And that is why I am there. There's no Totodile. Now, in terms of how I did at Lapis Lakeside, I finished at Ultra 5, I think. I'll double check later. I think Ultra 4 or something like that. Not bad. Better than what I thought for my first time. And I just had so much fun there. But yeah, it was time to get back on some objectives. And there's nothing I want to catch, so I'm going to skip. My boyfriend found another shiny. He's been getting pretty lucky with his shiny luck. Actually, I'll leave it at this, so everyone can get the candies for Crocodile. He got a shiny Flaffy, and I'm so jealous. But the nature is speed of help down, so he's not going to be using it. But I'm glad that he's getting things other than, you know, Krogunk and Eevee. He has like 3 shiny Eevees, 2 Krogunks, shiny Krogunks, and 1 shiny Toxicroak that used to be a Krogunk that he evolved. Okay, so let me check real quick. We do have some notices as well that we will go over. Some stuff I wasn't able to record yesterday and go over with you guys. But yeah, it's hard to see there because my screen capture is a free version. So that's why it kind of looks not the crispiest. But I ended at Ultra 5. So I'm quite surprised for myself. So I can't wait till it is time to go back and do all the stuff that we wanted to do, like catch a Routes and a Stuffle. So I was able to find a Routes and a Stuffle, but they suck, so there's that. And I'm also trying to raise my Eevee this week in Cyan Beach so that I can evolve it to an Espeon so that it's ready for Lapis Lakeside. I have my Umbreon for the Tundra. I should have prepared my Espeon for Lapis Lakeside, but that's okay. And we had a bit of a hard time cooking curry last week since we just came off of a dessert week. But we're slowly getting there. Actually, I think I'm gonna need these sausages, so let's just throw in a bunch of cacao. And my week was actually, the month of April is a very busy month for me. There's 4 birthdays in the month of April, so that's a lot of birthdays to celebrate. And yeah, so there's that. Friday, took it pretty easy and continued watching Spy Family. You know what? I was on season 1. I didn't even know there was a season 2. Because I didn't want to like Google anything to accidentally spoil myself or see any pictures that could potentially spoil the experience. So I went in completely blind. I went in completely blind and I loved it. I finished season 1. I was super sad, and then I was talking to my boyfriend. We were in bed, and I was telling him how sad I feel. You know, like that down you get after such a high from watching a good anime. That's like the toughest part, especially if it's like a good romance anime. Don't even get me started. But my boyfriend was like, why don't you watch season 2? And I'm like, there's a season 2? I didn't know, because on Netflix they only have season 1. So yeah, I'm gonna watch season 2. I'm super excited. The movie is being released throughout the world right now, I believe, as well. So super, super excited to watch that as well. And you guys, I don't know if you watched Kimi ni Toroke, Reaching to You, back in the days. I loved it. Read it, watched it, loved it. And they're coming out with the season 3. I'm so excited. They're coming out with the season 3. And this is like, what, 10, 13 years later since season 2. So yeah, there is hope if there is any of your favorite shoujo animes out there that hasn't gotten an extra season. I don't know, maybe with enough buzz, especially with Gen Alpha and Gen Z discovering these animes that are like 10 years old. I think the hype is there and it will cause demand for it. So I'm so excited for season 3. It's coming out in the summer. And I recently also discovered that Blue Spring Ride, this one right here, has a season 2, but it's a live adaptation. I wish it was anime adaptation though, so there's that. But I don't know. Maybe I'll watch it. Another thing, so if you like Kimi ni Toroke, the manga artist for that series, oh, Cypher, congratulations on your shiny Bulbasaur on Lapis Lakeside. But yeah, the manga artist for Kimi ni Toroke is finally coming out with a new manga. I think it's already been released, like several chapters in Japan, but I forgot what the name is, and I don't know like what the story is about. I want to read it though. I want to read it. So yeah, super exciting stuff. And last night my boyfriend and I also started the anime, I can't speak today, Frieren. We saw a lot of promo of this when we were in Japan last October as well. And I really like it. It just makes me feel so sad, you know? Like, it really gets in your feels, which I didn't expect. It's like a lighthearted, but also kind of sad. And I highly recommend it. So yeah, that's what we're watching right now. And we just finished 5 episodes last night before going to bed. And Saturday night, we watched a new Netflix film documentary called The Antisocial Network's Meme to Mayhem, I think it's what it's called. Very good, very insightful. It is a great recap on the internet up until now. And I feel like a lot of people will enjoy it. So highly, highly recommend that one. I loved it. I also watched What Did Jennifer Do, or What Jennifer Did, a documentary about a murder that happened in Canada. I believe it was in Toronto, actually. But yeah, daughter was a survivor. Dad also survived. Very interesting. I already knew about the case from long ago, especially because I watch like YouTube crime docuseries and stuff. But it is definitely worth the watch and quite an insane of a story. And then Sunday was my best friend's birthday, so we all celebrated. We had a lovely brunch and we celebrated her, and that was a lot of fun as well. And yeah, I was just so like socially pooped. And then Monday I was pretty busy with some things that I had to take care of, so wasn't able to record in the morning. But here we are now. So that is my week. And with all the downtime I was able to get, obviously the most exciting things that I want to talk to you about was like the anime and stuff. But yeah, that's my week. There's this romance anime on Netflix. I think it's like A Pocket Theory something. I heard that is really good. So I'm planning to add that on my to-watch list. And now it's just making me remember how much excitement and joy I get when I watch anime. So I definitely should continue on the series that I've left off at. Like Kobayashi Dragon Maid, when season 2 came out, that was around the time that I stopped watching anime. So I definitely want to pick that up again. So freaking funny. And it has a special place in my heart as well, because it was around that time that I started picking up watercoloring. And when I wanted to like listen to something to pass the time, I would just play Kobayashi Dragon Maid. And while I was scrolling through the catalog of anime on Netflix, I noticed Great Teacher Onizuka was on it, and I was like, what the? Kind of surprised that it's on Netflix, but yeah, it's on it, so if you guys want to watch it. I watched it, I think, either when I was in elementary school or beginning high school, so I was pretty young. And I did not understand a lot of like the adult undertones of it, so I think it would be worth a watch to just like re-see all the things that I missed. And I went back on AK-47 Boys because look at the shiny Quilava. I've never seen one. It looks so cool. It looks like it's constantly in the glow of volcano lava, which is such a vibe. So that is today's research community. Now let's quickly go over the news that we missed, which is some notice and version update. So the maintenance starts tomorrow, actually, and this is for preparation of the Flower Festival. Addition of shiny profile icons. I was curious when this was ever going to happen because I remember when I first switched it to Ditto, I wanted to switch it to a shiny that I had, but you cannot do that, and now they're doing it. But when are they gonna expand the friends list? When are they gonna do that? And then the addition of a new campfire relaxing sound. I wonder if it's like music or just straight up like campfire crackling. So that would be interesting. Also, kind of great that they're adding all these new sounds because it will definitely set the mood, especially for people like me who record. Like in the beginning, if you want like the right ambience noise to set the mood of the film, the recording, the video, gonna be great. And then there's changes to some cooking times. So I'm not really sure about the significance on why they did that. Does it have to do with people cooking dinners at weird times? I don't know. I really don't know. It doesn't really affect me too much, honestly, when I read it. And then there's some balance adjustments as well. So adjustments to the helping stats of certain helper Pokemon. So Slowbro is getting, well, all these Pokemon are getting carry limit increase. So there's Slowbro, Sudowoodo, Slowking, Sableye, and Swalot. And there's also going to be an increased either main skill chance or ingredient finding as well. So I think that is making people slowly move over to Slowbro when it comes to finding tails now. I haven't really gone too much into like the nitty-gritty of these updates and what people think in terms of gameplay. So this is pretty much like as if I'm reading it for the first time with you guys, since I've been pretty busy, so haven't really stayed in the loop with all this stuff. And then there's adjustments to the target of main skill energizing cheer S. So it will target the lowest energy Pokemon. Well, more likely that they will receive it, which is actually very great that they did that. And then starting level of newly befriended Pokemon raised from between 1 to 3. So this adjustment is to help beginner researchers in particular so that they can enjoy the game more. So that's the news that we missed. Then there's some response to inappropriate conduct. So I wonder what's up with that because I am an honest player. So thank you for playing Pokemon Sleep. This is an announcement about our response to inappropriate conduct within the app. We will be strengthening our response to inappropriate conduct so players can play the game with a full peace of mind. So this is an example of an inappropriate conduct using unauthorized tools or programs to conduct a considerable number of sleep sessions, research sessions. That was hard to read. So inappropriate conduct such as the above conflicts with our terms of use, and we will be taking measures such as suspending the user's account if it is detected in either past or future gameplays. Damn, past too. Some of you better hope and pray, man. So please enjoy the app according to the rules laid out in terms of use. I'm sure you guys didn't do anything sketchy, right? And I feel like even if I wanted to, I don't even know what some people are doing that counts as inappropriate conduct. And yeah, so that's the response. And then we have the Flower Festival bundle. But we won't really know much about Comfey until people data mine after the maintenance. So I would say hold off for now. But I selfishly have high hopes for Comfey because it's so cute. And I love cute Pokemon. So, oh, and my Vaporeon triggered again. So I have two favorite berries. Berry Finders, which is my Wigglytuff and my Vaporeon. And then the rest is for ingredients. And one is for growth because I want to raise him into an Espeon. And yeah, so that's the updates that I had in terms of anime, life, and all that jazz. I really want to read Spy Family now though, because I hear that it's just so different in the manga, the way they portray the characters' facial expressions, which can do so much when it comes to the experience of it all. So yeah, might want to read that. And I'm just so excited. Also, it's really starting to feel like spring, so I'm just so delighted. And I feel like I say this every video, but you know, as the days go on, you really start to feel the weather change, and it just feels so lovely. And you feel like you have your personality back. And it's just so much excitement for the summer. I'm like tripping all over my words. But I went to the Asian grocery store yesterday and I found this flavor. This is the, the Mr. Brown Macadamia Nut Iced Coffee. The macadamia nut one is my favorite one. Favorite one. And it fits perfectly in this little IKEA cup that I've got. But let's take a sip. Delicious. The macadamia nut just gives this like sweet nuttiness to it, but creaminess to it as well, and it goes so well with this coffee. So if you guys ever have the chance to stumble upon this, do yourself a favor and grab one up. This is my favorite out of all the other flavors that they make. But thank you guys so much for joining me on this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if you are looking forward to any animes or new releases of this season, and what's typically your favorite genre. My favorite genre has to be romance, slice of life, slapstick, fantasy. I do enjoy action, but not as much as the others, you know? But yeah. And if there's anything you think I should watch, let me know as well. I'm very open-minded. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Have yourself a beautiful rest of the day. And can't wait to see you in the next video. So take care, you guys. Good luck and have fun. Bye.